Right, we're continuing our pattern of rating the lunch line for interviews because it's the best chance to get people standing still. I'm with Will Franklin. Will, where do you write for?
Willisms.com. You can find me at Willisms on Twitter as well.
And where are you from?
Austin, Texas.
And by the way, you can keep moving on the lunch line. I'll walk backwards. I don't mind. We can do moving so you don't move. Yep. No, either way, if I was any easier, I'd be a button at Staples. So, Will, what do you think of the conference so far? We're at the lunch point, so we're halfway home.
Yeah, it's great. So I'm glad that they brought everybody together. Meeting other people is really, I think, the most important part.
Now, have you been writing a lot about school choice yourself, or is this something that you're trying to want to do more with?
You know, both. I've written about it in the past, but I'd like to do more, and I'd like to, expand and not just talk about facts and figures as much as we've talked about here at the conference, but really start telling more stories.
And is there anything in particular that's jumped out at you, either in statistics or a speaker who's really caught your eye in terms of what you're going to want to say in the future?
Yeah, I mean, I've definitely come up with some ideas because we don't really have robust school choice in Texas. We have like a partial school choice, within the public school system and charter schools and so forth, but even that's pretty limited. And so I'd really like to look at some of the options on private school choice and some other things, and look at some of the amendments that were passed that were frankly anti-Catholic. I mean, it's just that's all there is to it, and so kind of expose that, tell that story a little bit.
Now, I want to give you the chance to plug something you're writing on your blog that may not have something to do with school choice. Is there something that you're writing that you want to give a little more exposure to that people around the country should hear about and check out on your site?
You can check me out on Instagram also at Willisms. Basically everything at Willisms on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. That's sort of my handle.
All right. Well, Will Franklin, thank you so much for your time and enjoy lunch.
Thanks.